Good morning. Let's wake up our minds and our bodies with a short yoga flow to start the day, feeling energized, centered, and ready to go. So just roll out your mat, take a big deep breath, and let's start our day feeling good. So I want you just to find the center of your mat. Slowly roll yourselves down. The feet are grounded, the knees are bent. Feet are about hip distance. Pop the hands onto your bellies. Allow the shoulders to relax. Tuck the chin in ever so slightly, just to lengthen the spine. And just take a little moment to center yourselves, to settle into your space. And we're going to start by taking 5 deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Stomach and rib cage expands as you breathe in and contracts as you breathe out. Breathing in, wakening up our body, and breathing out, letting go of any tension or stress. And 2 more deep breaths in and release. And 1 more. Well done. Now bring the hands to the side, the palms are down, and as you inhale, lift those hands up overhead, stretching above the head. And as we exhale, float those hands back down towards the earth. Beautiful. Inhale, lift and rise, trying to keep your lower back centered and grounded, the rib cage down, and exhale. Slowly float the hands back down towards the floor. Inhale up, waking up with the upper body, the shoulders, the core, we're connecting. Well done. And just 1 more, keep those hands up overhead. And if it feels good, you don't have to straighten out the right leg and the left leg into your long straight. Take a big breath in as we reach and we rise through the fingers and the toes. And we exhale and release, opening up our whole entire body. Beautiful. Now take an inhale as we reach and rise, and as we exhale, bring this right knee in towards the body. Keeping the lower back flat and grounded, and really lengthening through this left leg. And if this is too challenging, you can bend the left knee and put the left foot on the floor if the back's not happy today. And again, find your breath, inhaling through the nose, hugging the knee in. And exhale and release. And take another breath here, gently opening up our backs and our hips. Well done. Now I want you to take another inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to bring this right knee over to the left side. So put the right hand on the floor and use the left hand to bring the right knee over to the left, just gently pulling it across the body. Now if this is too strong for you, you can bend the bottom leg and do what feels good. Now the right hand's on the floor, so is the right shoulder, and the eye gaze has gone towards the right. Beautiful. There's a gentle stretch of our lower back, a gentle twist of our backs. Open up the heart, relax the shoulders. Find your space. Notice where you feel tight. And breathe to that area. Well done. Now bring yourself back into center. The right knee is in, and I want you to straighten that right leg so we're feeling the hamstring. Now you might be grabbing your thigh, you might be able to grab your calf, you might be able to grab your toe, but wherever you are, make sure your lower back is still flat. If this is too challenging, the back's feeling a bit stiff today, again, plant the left foot on the floor as you hug that in. Now draw the toes towards you, lengthen up through the heels, gently tugging it in, but not too much you feel an overstretch in the back of the knee or an overpull of the hamstring that's shortening your breath. Another final breath here. Exhale is where you release. And as you inhale, bring the left foot in, plant it on the floor, and cross that right ankle over your left thigh. Now from here, the right hand comes through, threading the needle, the left hand comes around, and we're going to give that thigh a little hug in. Beautiful. In your reclined pigeon, just gently stretching out the outer hips, the lower back, and give your thigh just a gentle pull in. Flexing through your toes, keeping nice 90-degree angles. Relax those shoulders, find your breath. Beautiful. Such a beautiful stretch to do in the morning. The spine compresses in our sleep, and sometimes that's why you wake up feeling stiff and sore in the lower backs. Well done. Now from here, take a big inhale, straighten out those arms and legs into your long straight or your resting pose, wherever feels good, and release that breath. Now inhale, reach and rise, and as we exhale, bring the left knee in towards the chest, extending out through the right leg, keeping it nice and straight if you can, but remember you can bend the knee and ground your foot if it feels good. Relax the shoulders, open your heart, find your breath, noticing if the side feels any tighter than the other, and know that's okay. Beautiful. Now take another deep breath in here. Right hand grabs the left knee and just pulls it ever so gently over to the right side. If the eye gaze going to the left hand can go on the floor. We want to make it harder. It can go a little higher. So you can feel not only a stretch in the lower back and the hips, but in the chest and the shoulders. And remember, you can bend that bottom leg to make it a little easier. Beautiful, guys. That's it, just trying to pull that knee over, letting gravity do its work here. And again, the most important part is your breath. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. And one more breath. Just notice your body relaxing into the pose, melting into your spinal twist. And roll yourself around. Left knee, straighten up as we exhale, trying to keep that right leg nice and straight. If you feel the knees trying to overbend and you can't straighten it, just plant that foot on the floor. And remember, grab wherever feels good to you, okay? Show yourself compassion and love in these poses today. You're always a little stiffer in the morning, so just ease yourself in. Don't force it. Don't push it too hard. Just breathe into it. That's it. Remember, it's on your exhales. You see if you can dive just a little deeper into your pose if it feels good. Well done. Now take another inhale. We're going to bring this left ankle onto the right knee. Left arm goes through and threading the needle, the right around to the outside of the right hip, and pull your thigh in towards the chest. Remember, flex your toes, 90-degree angles. The back is flat, the core is engaged. The breath is flowing, again noticing if one side's a little tighter. No, that's normal, that's okay. We're trying to find balance in our body today. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just one final breath here. Well done. Slowly bring yourself out into your resting pose. And from here, we're just going to roll onto your sides. We're going to flip ourselves around, so just take your time. So you're on your front. Well done. Now we're going to go into your Sphinx pose. So in Sphinx, remember you want your elbows under your shoulders. Now from here, this might put a lot of pressure on my back, so I want you to push into your feet. I want you to think of pushing into your pubic bone, lifting up through the core, pushing into your elbows, open up your heart, and squeeze your glutes super strongly. To protect our lower back, we need to squeeze our glutes, we need to lift our core, so if you feel any pressure here and that doesn't work, just relax down into crocodile. But if you've got it right and you're literally pushing into that pubic bone and lifting up through the core, your back should feel good. And relax the shoulders, lift your chin. We're still squeezing our glutes. The chest is open. We're lengthening our tailbone down towards the heels. Beautiful. Just a gentle wakening up of our lower backs. You don't want to feel any pressure here. So just make sure you're keeping it strong. And one more breath here. Well done. Now push yourself up slowly into your tabletop position. The knees are under the hips. Starting to work a little bit on our core strength. So spread the fingers. That's how we protect our wrists, by pushing into your thumb and our little finger. We untuck our toes, so we're putting pressure into the feet. And we're going to warm up our spine with our cat-cow flow. So lift up through the core. As we inhale, ever so gently dip our lower back, opening our heart and relaxing our shoulders. As we exhale, the chin comes down, we round our spine, we lift our core in and round. Inhale, dip. Exhale, curve, and tuck. Now carry on with your cat-cow flow, energizing our body, wakening up the body. And if you want to make this a little harder, inhale, dip, and as we curve, you can lift your knees off the floor. So inhale, dip. Exhale, curve. Push into the hands, into the fingers, curve the spine, lift up through the core. Giving us a gentle stretch of the ankles as well, and starting to fire up our core and our shoulders a little bit more. Just one more. Relax the shoulders, open the heart. Beautiful. Come back into center. So untuck the toes. We're going to go up into your first downward dog. If that's not good, you can stay down here, or you can go into child's pose. So take an inhale. As we exhale, push up to your downward dog. Now, you want to push the tailbone up towards the sky. You want to soften the knees. You want to relax the head. And because we're just warming up, paddle your dog right and left. Just warming up the calves, the hamstrings, the glutes, the back. Trying to push evenly into the right hand and the left hand. The hips are high, the shoulders are on the back like angel wings. We're lifting up through the core. Beautiful. Just a few more reps. Perfect. Now take an inhale, hold your downward dog, soft knees, trying to push the heels towards the floor, but don't worry if you're nowhere near. Now in your next inhale, walk forward to the front of your mat. Soften the knees and make sure your chest is on your thighs. Now we're going to bring the right hand to the left elbow and the left hand to the right elbow. And just come into your ragdoll position. Now in ragdoll, push into your feet for strength and stability. Bend your knees as much as you need to take the pressure away from the hamstrings. And as you've been sleeping, the spine compresses. So what we want to do here is we want to allow the spine to decompress by allowing gravity to pull and relax the body. I take another few breaths here. Maybe setting an intention for the day and how you're going to feel. Amazing. Pushing into the big toe, the little toe, the heel. Beautiful. And one final breath, feeling that stretch in your back and your neck. And then slowly roll yourself all the way up. Well done, guys. Give yourselves a wee bit of a shake, a wee bit of a twist. Amazing. Okay. So feet are hip distance. I want you to step back with the left leg, plant the foot at 45 degrees, and I want you to sink into this front leg. We're going to go into your warrior two. So turn the hip to the side, relax the shoulders, sink into that front leg. Now you want to push back on this back leg. That's where your strength and stability comes from. We're sinking into this one. We're holding the rib cage in place and we're relaxing the shoulders. And the eye gaze is forward. And again, just check in with the knee. Make sure it's out in position. Well done. Feel the strength in this movement alone. Squeeze your glutes to keep the hips in alignment. Relax those shoulders. Take a big breath in here as we breathe in, peaceful warrior. Bring that arm behind and reach back. Now again, the body's going to try to push up, but I want you to keep sinking into that front leg. Allow the eye gaze to go up, pushing into that back leg. Beautiful, guys. Take another deep breath here in the strong warrior position. Well done. Now take a breath in, turn into warrior one. So we're now trying to turn the hips around. We're still trying to sink into this front leg, push back into that back leg. Well done, guys. Feeling a stretch here in the hips. Beautiful. Take one breath in here. Breathe it out and come back into center, into your mountain pose. Well done, guys. Now we're going to do the other side. So I want you to step back with the right. Again, going a little wider helps the balance. Back foot's at 45 degrees. And from here, perfect. Now again, we're sinking into this front leg. We're pushing back onto the back leg. We're relaxing the shoulders. Warrior two. Awesome, guys. Now you're going to feel a little bit of heat in that front leg. You want to feel maybe a bit of a stretch in the hip on the back leg. Keep those legs strong. Think about the big toe, the little toe, the heel, and just relax. Well done. Now take an inhale. As we exhale, right hand comes behind, and we reach back with that left. Again, just be careful you haven't pushed and straightened that front leg. Reach up as far as you can, squeezing your glutes. Well done. Feeling a stretch in the upper body as well as our lower body. Amazing. Take a breath here. Feeling a little bit more energized and ready to take on your day. Now inhale, turn the hips forward. Warrior one. Lift and rise. Keep sinking into that front leg, pushing into that back leg, guys. We're nearly there. Beautiful. Reach as if you're trying to get something from the sky. Perfect. Now in your next breath in, bring it in, inhale. From here, exhale, widen your feet and slowly come down into your wide fold. So even go outside your mat with your feet. I want you to bend your knees. Make sure you really do. And I want you to put your hands between your feet, aiming to get your head to your hands. Now you can see that I've got quite a big bend to my knees, and that just takes the hamstrings out and allows me to decompress and stretch out my back. Allow your head to relax. And again, just use breath, just use gravity to do the work here. Keep those feet strong, pushing into the big toe, the little toe. Well done. And just feel, how do you want to feel today? Perfect. Do you want to feel energetic? Do you want to feel grounded? Do you want to feel centered? Whatever word that you feel, take a few breaths here to really breathe into that word. Relaxing your head. And just see if you can go a little deeper as you do this. Well done. Just one more breath. Well done. Now from here, I'm going to come down into my yogi squat. So again, if you're new to this, you can just pop your elbows onto your thighs, or you can come just down onto the floor and take a seat. If you're used to yoga, go that little bit wider, bring the elbows in between the knees, straighten up your spine, push the hands together in namaste, relax your shoulders. Beautiful, yogi squats. Awesome, feeling a gentle stretch in the inner thighs. And again, if that's not for you, pop your bum on the floor, open those knees, and even do this position seated. Awesome. Nice long back. Relax the shoulders. Open those hearts. One more breath. Well done, guys. Now, allow those hips to come onto the floor. Bring your feet together into your butterfly. Well done. Now pop the hands onto the feet. Take an inhale, and as we exhale, lower the head towards the feet, lifting up through the core. And to make this a little easier, you walk your feet further away. To make it a little bit more challenging, we hold it in closer. Now don't worry if you can't get your head anywhere near towards your feet. Just lift up through the core and maybe gently pull yourself. You can make this a little bit more challenging with the hands underneath the feet, and it gives you a little bit of extra leverage. Now we're going to take a few breaths here. So again, use your breath to ease you into the pose. Opening up our hips and our back, even stretching up our upper back and our neck. So just let your head relax, let your head feel heavy. Maybe notice your inhales and your exhales as you sit here. Allow it to calm the body, to reset and to energize you. And remember, gently pull yourselves on those exhales and see if you can dive just a little deeper. Well done. And take another breath in here. And release. And again. And just one more breath. Ease yourself forward. And slowly bring yourself up. Now we're kind of going to go into a pigeon position, but not quite. So bring your front leg in line with the front of the mat. And then the same with the back. So 90 degrees in the knees. And from here, take that inhale in. I want you to bring those arms back behind you. Push into this leg for leverage. Open up the heart and relax the head. Well done. Now, you're going to feel a stretch in the shoulders and the chest, but even the hip on this back leg. So to make it harder, you would swing the leg a little further back behind you, but push into your right knee, into your right foot, and that allows you to open up that stretch and realign your hips. Well done. Take another deep breath in here. Hold so much stress down here in the hips. And inhale up. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Relax your head. Push your tailbone back for a little bit more length. Ease yourself down a little deeper. If you want, you can extend those arms if that feels good to you. And one more breath here. And slowly bring yourself up and we'll swap legs. So bring the right to the front, the left behind. Okay, and then if it feels good, walk the hands behind, pushing into this left leg, opening up through the heart and lifting your chin. And again, you want to feel a stretch here. So playing about with the movement, just so you feel it where it should be. Remember, we're all going to look different in our poses. That's normal. We all are different. Our bodies are meant to move different. Perfect. Feeling that stretch in the shoulders, the chest, and again, this left hip. If you don't feel it, play about with the position of that back leg. You can go a little further back. If you want to feel it a little deeper, well done. And take an inhale and fold over that front leg. Again, you're still pushing into the back knee, you're folding into the right, lifting up through your core to keep your spine nice and strong. Relax your head, and if you want to go deeper, you can extend those arms out nice and long if it feels good. But don't push yourself too deep, that the body struggles, that the body's in pain or it finds it hard to breathe. Well done. You're pushing into that back knee just to keep the hips in alignment. And then slowly bring yourself up and swing those legs in front. Now I'm going to go into your fold. I don't have my block, but sometimes putting your block under your knees takes the pressure away from the hamstrings. You never want to feel that pain behind the knees. So take an inhale, lift up through your core. As I exhale, push your tailbone back and relax your body over those legs. Now you're lifting up through the core, you're pushing your tailbone back into space. And we're finding your breath. And it's okay to allow your back to round here, okay? Now if it feels good, you can straighten those legs, but only if you don't feel too much of a pull behind the knees, okay? You want to be very mindful here that we don't push too deep or too far, that we overstretch the hamstrings. Now take a few breaths here. Again, easing yourself just a little deeper into your pose, relaxing your head, Maybe noticing again those inhales and the exhales. When we have our head over, we can really notice the breath. The breath has the power to calm our minds and our bodies. It's where we get our energy. So be grateful for our beautiful breath. Lifting up through your core to support the spine. Well done, guys. And take 2 more breaths here. And if you feel you can see if you can straighten those legs a little more, only if it feels good. If you are fine where you are, stay there. Slowly bring yourself up, cross those legs in front. Take a big deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring the hands to the heart and give yourself a little bow. Thank yourself for showing up today and carry that feeling of calm and presence with you through your day today. Namaste.